Hello dear students, welcome to history class. And last class we started unit 9, post-independent India, and in that class we discussed about the different problems India has faced after the independent. And today let us discuss one by one. Today let us start with the communal violence. According to our history, it is said that people have lost more lives in communal violence than in war. And so many clashes that took place in the ground of religion, and this made some panic in the society. And we all know that India is a country of many religion, and it had become the country of different religion. How India became as the country of different religion? Because of numerous invention of the foreign rulers. Invention means attack. And first example, like the Arabs were the first to invade Indian territories, and Arabs came and settled in Sindh provinces and all. Afterwards, Turkish, like Muhammad Ghazni from Afghanistan, they came and invaded India. In this way, so many foreign attacks were there in our country, and because of this and all, these foreign rulers came to India and they started to spread their religion. And because of this reason only, India became as the country of different religion and diversity. And this different diversity was used by the British to create divide and rule policy. And this British, when British started to rule India, they used this diversity to make some problem to India, like they used the divide and rule policy. And divide and rule policy means dividing the Indians according to the religion. It is known as divide and rule policy. This policy was used by British to Indians. And some religious suspensions entered into the society, and this led to the communal violence, like this Hindu and Muslim clashes, and this resulted in many communal clashes, later leading untold miseries. And because of this reason only, India was divided in 1947. In that time, the North India had to face a lot of communal violence. Lakhs of Hindus and Muslims died in these communal clashes. When India got independence in 1947, in that same time only, in the North India, they got more problem in that time, because lakhs of Hindus and Muslims died because of these communal clashes. When India was celebrating its independence in New Delhi, Gandhiji was not there to celebrate that independence. He went to Naukali and other places to meet the victims of this communal violence and to consoling them. And you all know that Nehru was the first Prime Minister of independent India, and he wanted to calm down India because of the India was burning in the communal violence in that time. And within 1 month after independence only, he could calm down the communal violence. And the evil violence that emerged during the communal violence made Nehru to think about forming a secular nation. And because of this reason only, Jawaharlal Nehru think about making a secular nation. Secularism means, maybe I have learned in small classes, and secularism means it is that the government are expected to make no discrimination on the basis of religion and are expected to treat all religion equally. That is secularism. Means all religion are equal. And because of this communal violence, Nehru thought to make India as a secular nation, and this incident helped India to adopt secular principle in its constitution. Because of this reason only, in our constitution we accepted the principle of secularism. Though leaders like Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad and Khan Abdul Ghaffur Khan, they all opposed to the idea of dividing India into two parts like Pakistan and India, but they could not stop the partition of India. Even now the communal clashes have continued. There are international angels to communal violence. The Constitution of India has accepted religion as the personal choice of individual. Next one is refugee crisis. Refugee means, already I explained what is refugee. Refugee means a person or the people who has been forced to leave their country in order to escape from war or any communal violence or natural disaster. They are known as the refugees. Here in India also we faced a refugee crisis because of the communal violence and the partition of India. Soon after the partition, refugee crisis became a huge problem in India. During this period, millions of people tried to find future in either of the country. Means they were confused which country they wanted to go, like in Pakistan or in India. And they had to leave their native places and move towards the place where the people from their religion were a majority. And the people are forced to move their places because they wanted to settle where the religion were a majority. And around 6 million refugees arrived in India. This crisis was increased in the beginning, but by 1951 most of the refugees from West Pakistan were taken care of. West Pakistan was taken care by in 1951, but the crisis of East Pakistan, means Bangladesh, continued for a long time and was caught in a severe communal violence soon after this partition. As a result of this, refugees were arriving till 1971. The Bengal Vimojana movement, which was supported by India, could finally liberate the Bangladesh. They liberated the Bangladesh with the help of the India. The war resulted in arrival of 10 lakh refugees to India. They were helped by the government of India and government of Tripura, Meghalaya and Assam to help to resettle these refugees to India. And since most of the refugees from Bangladesh, they came to India and they settled in West Bengal. Why? Means they all know the Bengali language and they attempt to settle in Bengal mode. And as a result, there was a huge stress in the West Bengal because more refugees came to West Bengal region. So more crises were there in the West Bengal region. Moreover, during 1960 and 1970s, India itself faced economic crisis. Major famines destroyed our financial security. Still, India did not leave this humanitarian concern and they tried to provide better refugee facilities for them. Because India faced more economical problem in that time, because India is divided into two parts, so India faced more economical crisis. Then even the economical problems were there in India, then also India did not leave their humanitarian concern. They provided all the facilities for the refugees who also came to India. The people of Tibet had arrived in our country as refugees during the time of the Nehru. According to one estimate, there are around 1,20,000 Tibetan refugees came to India. In 1960, Karnataka government sanctioned 3,000 acres of land to Tibetan refugees at Bailakuppe. If you are going now also, we can see that region, that place we can see so many Tibetan people. And now it has grown as one of major Tibetan settlement in India. In spite of all these problems, their arrivals have enriched our cultural diversity. And today we discussed two topics like communal violence and refugee crisis. Next class we'll discuss another topics. Thank you, students.